A bond born in a single moment between two lives that were never supposed to meet. When they first met, something extraordinary happened. A tiny creature, weighing barely 2 pounds, suddenly leapt straight into the mouth of a much larger dog, as if instinct itself had already chosen safety. There was no fear, only trust, no danger, only gentleness. Those who saw it unfold had never witnessed anything like it. And in that instant, something rare quietly began. Earlier that same morning in Sri Lanka, Dora Gardner returned home carrying a small box. Inside was a newborn animal, only hours old, fragile, trembling, and no bigger than a phone. No one expected that this tiny life was a wild boar. She searched for the mother, hoping she might still be nearby, but there was no sign. Slowly, it became clear the baby had been abandoned. With very limited wildlife rescue options available for wild boars in the region, leaving her alone was never considered an option. A trusted veterinarian was contacted, and a plan was made to care for her. From the beginning, the family dog, Bub, stayed close, not out of curiosity, but as if he understood this small life needed more than care. It needed belonging. The baby boar, later named Yeju, began learning everything from him. She watched before she acted. She only ate after seeing him eat first. Bub would step aside patiently, letting her take from his bowl without hesitation. When she explored, he stayed near, quietly watching over her. He guided her with calm presence, teaching her how to move, how to trust, and how to feel safe. And from that moment, a new kind of family began to form. One built entirely on instinct, patience, and quiet protection. The bond between them formed instantly and only grew stronger with time. Yeju lost her mother, but in Bub, she found something just as important. A constant presence. When she was small, she would rest on him like a pillow. As she grew bigger, the roles shifted naturally, and Bub became the one she leaned on in return. What stood out most was Bub's calm and unwavering gentleness. He never rushed her, never reacted with frustration, and never treated her as anything less than his own. Every interaction was careful, patient, and filled with quiet care. In every sense, he became her protector. Over time, Yeju grew stronger and larger, eventually becoming a full-grown wild boar. Yet no matter how much she changed physically, her bond with Bub remained the same. She still followed him everywhere. She still looked for him when comfort was needed. And he was always there. To keep her safe while allowing her space to grow, a secure outdoor area was built for her. Releasing her into the wild was not an option, as wild boars face serious risks in the area. Home became the safest place she could ever know. As Yeju matured, her personality blossomed, curious, strong, and full of life. But despite her growth, she never stopped seeing Bub as her anchor. Whenever the world felt overwhelming, she returned to him. Together, they became a family, not by species, not by expectation, but by connection. This story is a reminder that compassion doesn't recognize boundaries. It shows that family can form in the most unexpected ways, and that sometimes the strongest bonds are not planned. They simply happen. If this story stayed with you, don't scroll past it. Let it remind you what connection truly looks like in a world that often forgets it. Like this story, if you believe love goes beyond species, comment what moment touched you the most. Subscribe for more real stories of unexpected bonds and quiet miracles. Share it with someone who still believes kindness matters, because sometimes the most powerful families are the ones no one ever planned, but everyone needed. Our team puts in a great deal of effort behind the scenes to discover and share real-life stories that genuinely matter. Every video is thoughtfully created, carefully researched, edited using reliable sources, and handled with the respect each story deserves. What you see isn't just designed to inspire. It's created to be authentic, impactful, and meaningful.